Hey everybody, Raccoon Ninja here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Where did we leave off last time? Let's slow it on down here so we can kind of take a look. So we have oxygen generation coming up here. So we got our electrolyzer, we have our pump. We need a gas pump. We need a hydrogen generator, and then we should have pretty much unlimited oxygen. So that is all good. What do we have for research here? We're working on ventilation so we can get the gas pump. And good times. Why are you peeing on the floor? Stop peeing on the floor. Oh, you're peeing on the floor while you're standing next to the toilet because you're trying to unclog it. That's fantastic. Shiny nymph egg. That's new. Never seen eggs come from these guys before, but I would have to guess that that's from the ranching upgrade. Alright. What do we have here? We don't have high priority on our research. I kind of want to go high priority and just until we get the oxygen generation in place. We shall see. Man, you take a while. Alright, so we have ventilation, which is good. So we have the gas pump. The other thing that we need is internal combustion so we can get the hydrogen generator, because our electrolyzer is going to produce oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen either needs to be pumped somewhere and just stored for now, or sent through a hydrogen generator. We are going to do the hydrogen generator. And still need to clear this area out as well. And I also want to make our base just a little bit nicer. So why don't we do that? We have 4,000 granite, so we can do 43 granite tiles. And the granite tiles, if you remember, granite is material that gives a boost of plus 20% decor. I think these are 5.5, and then the granite tiles are 6.5 decor. It's not really a big deal, but honestly, you don't really have much of a use for granite anyway, except for like paintings and sculptures and things like that. So might as well use the granite for the tiles. Just get a little bit of a general boost on your decor. There we go. And we got plenty of granite. So granite's the one that surrounds your entire starting area. It's kind of this grayish, brownish colored one, so there's plenty of it. Alright, what do we got here? We got new duplicants. We're probably not going to take anybody. Digging, farming, kindness, farming, athletic, yeah, they're pretty crappy anyway. We're probably not going to take anybody quite yet until we get our farming a little bit more developed. So let's actually take care of that while we're here. Alright. And I guess we could also do the plumbing situation. So why don't we... Oh, we don't have a lavatory yet. That would be why we don't do that. Let's see. We need more granite so that we can keep working on some of our tile work here. And... oh, we have this one. We can uproot that and get another seed for down in this particular area. We'll send out some farm tiles like so. Not you though. There we go. Check on our room. Our room is still valid, which is good. So all of our folks are nice and happy. 24%. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's less than the threshold. Do I have this set at 30? I do have this set at 30. So 23. And they're slowly going down. We do need to do a resource clear on this so that they get a little bit of a decor boost, because all this stuff here is going to be a decor minus 10. So anything you have laying around is pretty bad for morale. And then these plants are just bad to begin with, so that's the reason that I made these 4 high, so that you can put paintings pretty much on the entire top here. So any of your farmers and everything, they don't take a morale hit whenever they're doing their job. Alright. So we're looking pretty good. What do we want to do here? Research is progressing, so we got the first research, and now we're working on internal combustion so that we can do the hydrogen generator. Hydrogen generator we don't really need quite yet because we have to finish up some of our other stuff. So let's go ahead and put a gas vent. I usually do these in pairs. So if you take a look at the gas vent, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then right below it, you can put all of the electrolyzers as well. You will pretty much want one electrolyzer per gas pump. One gas pump can handle is pretty strained and pretty much running 24/7. The electrolyzer, I believe, will actually work faster, so it'll shut off regularly if you only have one gas pump, but it's pretty close. Yeah, no, we got oxygen. What are you talking about? Need more O2? We're very breathable. We're at 1,500 grams. It maxes out at 2,000 grams. We're good. No worries, no worries. We do need more oxygen, though, which is what this is for. What are we doing over here? Not bad. We're almost a third of the way there. Or about a third of the way there, I should say. We're a little teeny tiny bit over. We got our lice loaf here, which is basically just a bunch of worms pressed into a log. It's going to be their main source of food for pretty much forever. So I hope they like wormy loaves. It's pretty delicious, if you ask me. Alright, so what else do we have to work on? So we've got food production. They are working on that. They're getting there on that. Why don't we prioritize some of this stuff? Just so that we can get it done, so when the research is done, we can start putting in the hydrogen generator, and then we should be good. We also need a gas vent. Oop, nope, not gas vent. Oop. We need a gas pipe. And we'll run that down here. Where is it? I think it's on the bottom, if I remember correctly. And then we're gonna save this area down here because we need to put in some filters. And then over here, I think I'm going to put a battery, and I'm going to put a manual generator. And I'll go over those in just 1 second once we actually get the system in place. We'll just come right down here and boom. So we'll get all this connected up. Copy settings. Boom. There we go. Alright. Alright. How we doing here? Almost done. Almost done. We are on 3 speed. This is kind of the point where, you know, we're waiting for one specific building to go in. So it can be a little bit derpy. What I might do is start working on priorities. So we'll prioritize research on the miner, because our research assistant, remember, is not going to be our primary researcher. It's actually this guy that we want to get his learning up. It's actually 5, so we're good on that. I might actually turn that guy up and turn him onto digging, because he likes digging. He likes building. He likes supplying, and we'll get somebody on storage. The art student pretty much only does art, and what do we want to do? I think we'll set tidy, and we'll set... I guess we could probably do operate. What are you? Your athletics, creativity, digging, tinkering. Oh, we have to take you away from art students so that you're... that's why your stress is going up so high. I completely forgot about that. Then do supply and storage as your priorities there. So let's go back to job. We are going to go down to art student, and we're going to take Max off of that. All right. So then Max should not have high stress anymore. Already still does, because it's kind of a necessary evil to do research, but it's what it is. All right, we're looking a lot better there as well. Just need to wait for our research to get done. This actually needs to go in ASAP. So let's go ahead and take care of that. I might close that off too. Do we? Oh, we don't even have a door. We have to research a door too. Oh man, don't even have doors around here. All right, food. 14,000 food. We're doing pretty good. I think we're stagnant on the food production, which is good. It's good. I'm going to prioritize these a little bit lower, just so that they work on either research or this up here. Sleep. For the delivery, therefore, construction happens faster if you rotate the dupes through the courier job. They will then boost carrying capacity. Yeah, you can increase your strength. It'll increase your carrying capacity by like 200 kilograms per level, which is good. It's always handy. And that's kind of one of the reasons that it's good to have everybody go through the research, because they'll boost their learning, and then by boosting their learning, every time they carry something, they can gain strength faster. So it all kind of works together. All right, so let's disable this guy because it's we don't want it to start producing quite yet. We're actually going to disable this building as well. I don't want the hydrogen to get generated before we can get our door in. Come on. Do the stuff. Alright. I'm maxing this out. I'm doing it. That's what we're doing. We also need lavatories. So that's something that I'm going to be working on next after we get our door. Alright. Come on, do your research. Alright, prioritization. We can also turn on auto prioritize in the job menu. So what it does is it comes over here and it'll prioritize everything so that we actually don't want you to work. See how he's got the wrench on here? That's kind of weird. Oh, I got you. So if you, typically what that'll do is if we had Ari here and we put him to no research, he'll actually still be able to research because he's a research assistant. So that's kind of the purpose of that. All right. Come on, research. What are you waiting for? You don't need water. You got plenty of water. Why are you operating? Okay, so let's pretty much take you off of everything, and we're going to go all the way up. So the only thing that he's allowed to do is research right now, because he's being a derp and using the generator. What do we got here? These are actually pretty good. Can't build, which is kind of a bummer. Loud sleeper we don't really care about. You're pretty good. You got athletic strength, a little bit of learning, some digging, some tinkering. You can't build, though. I might save that one. That's actually a pretty good one. So once we get our food situation a little bit better, we'll see what we can do about getting a 5th dupe. All right. So we have our research done, and we need a door. You can do 2 doors. You can do the mechanical airlock, or you can do the mechanized airlock. Both of them are absolutely identical when they're not powered. The only difference is this one is powered, so it'll open and close a little bit faster. But if it's unpowered, it operates exactly like the manual airlock. But the manual airlock is easier to research. It's sooner in the research tree, and it requires less research, so we'll just do that. Alright. I don't think we'll be able to kill that hatch in time. But we can try. We can try. I think I need to do just a base cleanup. So once this is in, I think I'm just going to have all of my dupes focus entirely on base cleanup. That is probably a good idea. Research, research, research. Give me a door. We can put in our hydrogen generator as well. So let's put it down right there. Let's get it all hooked up. Boom, like so. Just make sure that our power is hooked up. It is on the bottom. And voila. Alright. Let's turn this guy down. I want to turn this down to about 0.5%. So I only want this running when this battery is absolutely 100% empty. More research. 5 out of 30, or 10 out of 30. We're about a third of the way done. Ah, come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. Where's all of our other folks? So we have one there. 1, 2, 1. So we have all 4 of them doing pretty semi-important tasks. Alright, so we're getting wrong element damage on there because I forgot to put in a handy-dandy gas filter. So let's deconstruct this. Throw that on a 9. And then you can hit O to turn. We're going to do the white coming from our pump and the green going toward our hydrogen generator. Actually, that is incorrect. We need, let's see, gas pipe, deconstruct you. We're going to do ventilation. We're going to do gas pipe like so. And then we're going to have the other one coming this way and all the way down our ladder. And then we're going to have little offshoots here like so. And we're going to do gas vents like so. This is going to have hydrogen as the filter material, or filter type. And we need to put some more tiles down here. We're just going to use sandstone because this is not an area where they'll be hanging out anytime soon. So we're just going to use the granite for our base building and then sandstone for everything else. We do have a little bit more granite, so we might as well put that in here. All right. Looking good, looking good. How we doing? Hey, we're almost there. We just need just a teeny tiny bit more. Just one more novice research and we'll be able to have our door. I killed hatch. They're super helpful for making coal. I don't use coal. We have a natural gas geyser here, so we don't need coal. An airflow tile in the floor of the bedroom to vent CO2 downward. That should be fine as well. We have a pneumatic door here, so all of the CO2 can travel out the door. So one layer of CO2 here doesn't really matter, and I don't think I have airflow tiles yet, so once I do get those, I will be replacing most of the floor with that. Oh, we do need to power this guy, so let's do like so. And let's put in a door. Oh, we don't have our door yet. How do we not have our door yet? Come on, guys. All right. There we go. So we got them running there, and voila. All right, so what else do we need? We need sanitation because I want to put in a lavatory and some sinks, I believe. Then we'll also get the mesh tile, so we can put those in as well. I'm going to turn these back down to 5 because we don't necessarily need the research that we have coming. We have oxygen, which is kind of the big one. Alright, so it looks like they made all the piping for our oxygen coming down, which is also good, good, good. Can you guys hurry up, please? I want to get this in here. All we need to do is power this and finish this little teeny tiny bit here. and we need our door. So let's do our manual airlock there. I'm also going to put a manual airlock in here. And I'm going to build a ladder over so that they can build that. As you can see, the water level is getting up to the point where it's about to overflow. So we actually want to turn this off. So we're producing way too much water for what we're using at the moment. All right. So we should be good here. Let's enable building, and we should be all good to go on oxygen production. Let's actually make those 9s just so they go do it. Come on, go do it. Do it, do it, do it. Hurry up. And there we go. Boom. So we have an electrolyzer that's making oxygen and hydrogen. We have the gas pump that is taking that and sending it out here. Why are you not working? So we have some oxygen coming down here. You're not powered, that's why. So we need somebody to power this. So we'll set that as 9. It's, like I said, it's only 0.5%. So it should be very low priority for them to do that. The nice thing about this setup, if you have one liquid pump, one gas pump, one electrolyzer, one filter, and a hydrogen generator, you can pretty much run this as a closed loop. The hydrogen coming in here will charge the battery just about as fast as it's being used. So this is actually a really nice free oxygen system that you have going on here. I think the electrolyzer needs... no, it doesn't. So yeah, there's no materials. This will never, ever, ever run out. So you don't need sand or filtration medium. You don't need anything like that. The only thing that you run into is if any of this stuff gets damaged due to heat or overload or anything like that. You do have to bring in some extra metal. But as you can see, we're running this system right now. We have a full battery. And we have tons of oxygen being produced. So we can actually take this guy down. I'm just going to disable this. And yeah, we can rely 100% on this producing all of our oxygen. Scalding. Why are you scalding? Oh, I thought he was trapped. He's not. He's just being a derp. Alright, how are we doing on food? 15,000. So we're looking pretty good. We were at 14,000. We went down to 10, and then we went back up to 15. So our food production is pretty darn good. So now the next couple of things we're gonna need a laboratory. We're going to need... we could do a medical bay. Honestly, they don't really use the medical bay all that much. So we want to make it a latrine. Mess hall, it's a stress relief bonus, but our stress... the way that we have everything set up, they should have really low stress anyway. Greenhouse, stable. Stable is something I haven't actually done. Recreational room. Yeah, we could do a recreational room. It's basically just a 12-tile room with the massage table in it. So that's all you need. That's all you need. But yeah, really simple system. Like I said, there are people out there that they make these big contraptions. Since hydrogen floats above oxygen, they have these funnel cone systems that gather the hydrogen. The oxygen goes like in different chambers and everything like that. This is all you need. An electrolyzer with a pump above it. So yeah, good times. Good times. So I think we're pretty much self-sustaining at this point. So we have oxygen, we have plenty of food. So those are kind of the big ones that you have to worry about, and something you have to do very quickly in the game. Other than that, you pretty much just go around and build your base and have fun. Alright, so we are working on a couple of things. Let's do a full base clear. Actually, I might do that between episodes because it takes forever. Let's just kind of do in the living areas. We'll clear everything so that the decor goes up a little bit. You can see our decor in our bedrooms is fantastic, but just the fact that this is sitting here is taking this down from a bright green to just a neutral. So it is super duper important that you clear the floors of kind of your main areas. All right. Good. So we have our manual airlock here, so nobody's going to be going in here for any reason. Actually, there's that pinch of pepper in there that will eventually give off some... it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's a lot of hydrogen in there. Holy smokes. 5.8 kilograms of hydrogen is up there. That's crazy. That is crazy. So yeah. And you can see, even though we don't have the mesh floor, the extra oxygen that we're pumping in here is causing all of that carbon dioxide to go down into this area. So, but definitely a good idea once I do get the mesh tiles. Oh, I do have the mesh tiles and the airflow tiles now. Locks liquid without extracting gas. Yeah, so why don't we do that? I think the mesh tiles are cheaper. One of these used to be cheaper, but I guess not anymore. Problem is they have a -5 decor on them, so you want to be a little bit careful that you don't put them everywhere because it's going to negatively affect the decor in your base. I think it's fine the way it is. At some point, once we get a little bit bigger base and we get everything kind of optimized, then I'll focus on that a little bit more. Once you get a bigger base, you have to really worry about oxygen flow because, like between floors, just because you have so many duplicants using up oxygen in specific rooms that sometimes it gets a little bit derpy. All right, what else we have in here? So, deodorizer. We could probably work on power generation next. That might be a good idea. So a couple things that you need are the natural gas generator, all the stuff that we already researched. So the liquid plumbing, the ventilation plumbing, the manual airlock. And you also need the deodorizer and the water sieve. This used to be called the water filter. And that's pretty much all you need for power generation. I think in a recent patch, they turned these natural gas geysers down considerably. So they don't produce, like one of these geysers used to be able to fuel like 4 natural gas generators without ever really running out. Now it can kind of barely feed 1 or 2. So just kind of be careful if you haven't played since they upgraded these natural gas geysers, or downgraded, I should say. Yeah. And you can kind of see in this we still got a good loop going. So it just barely bottoms out. So this battery can die, but then the extra hydrogen in the pipe will keep it going. So it's sometimes it does go a little bit low on the power, but it is pretty self-sustaining most of the time. All right, how we doing on base cleanup? Not too bad. Looks like we got all the common areas here pretty good. I forgot to do this. Let's do fossil fuels. Let's work on power generation. So we have a lot of carbon dioxide in this little area here. What I might do is actually put in a manual airlock. We don't have the deodorizer yet. Actually, let's get the deodorizer first. Where's the deodorizer? Oh wait, no. We don't need the deodorizer because we have the water sieve. That's right. So you do not need the deodorizer for the natural gas setup. Now let's build our area. We'll build it out of sandstone. We're going to capitalize on this area that we already have dug out. So let's do this. We'll put a door there. And I think we're going to do... what do we want to do here? I think we'll do here. 1, 2, 3, and there. 1, 2, 3, there. 1, 2, 3, and there. And we're going to put a ladder in here. So I'll kind of explain what we're doing. We are setting up a gas pump here. And we're setting up the gas pump in a spot where it's not actually going to break into the natural gas yet, because we want to set this whole thing up before we actually pull the plug on this. This has 5 kilograms of natural gas behind it, so it's highly pressurized. This over here is only 1,400 grams. Over here we're at 1,400. So this is pressurized, and it's going to explode out through where we're building, and it's going to start filling our base with natural gas. So the last thing that you want to do is break one of these walls before... and you want to make sure that you have your entire area set up. So I think I'm going to set this up so that we can have 4 generators, just kind of for future expansion. I don't remember exactly what the new mechanic was for the generation versus the usage, so I'm just going to set it up. We have plenty of space, so space is not really an issue. So I'm just going to do what I need to get everything in here. Alright. And we need to uproot all of this stuff. We need to dig all that out, and voila. Let's actually uproot that. We'll get the seed from it. And yeah, so pretty much everybody... yeah, we do need to do our research. So research is at 5 though, so it should be fine. Let's bump up the priority on this stuff a little bit, just so that we can get it done. Alright, oxygen's looking pretty good. We're at 1,100 down here. We're at 1,400. 1,400 is kind of the butter zone for oxygen production. If you get up to 2,000, you kind of start running into problems where with gas management. So it doesn't have to be maxed out. They just have to kind of have enough to breathe. All right. So what else can we put in? We don't have our generators yet. We don't have the water sieve. We do have a gas. We do have a liquid pump, so we can put that in. So let's do that. We're going to go like so. Boom. We're going to put in a liquid pump. This will all make sense in the end. I promise. Let's see. We're uprooting that. Yeah. So we're going to have room in here for 4 natural gas generators. We're going to have 1 for the carbon skimmer. Carbon skimmer is something I forgot to mention. We need that. And then we're going to have the water sieve. All of the natural gas generators are going to produce polluted water. That polluted water will fall down this ladder into this little reservoir down here, and then we can pump it out. And one thing I did here was I made sure that there was 1 block at the bottom of this before I put the door up at a little bit of an elevation, because if they ever open this door, we don't want water to cascade into this this area. So just kind of make sure that you are aware of where all of your gases and all of your liquids are going to be going. It's very helpful for base management. And we have a lot of stuff in here that is going to require our good miner. So do we have anything? Yeah, so we have some of these double diamonds. That means we need to upgrade Abe to our miner, or just a regular miner, because he can do very firm mining and abyssalite mining. And this right here is abyssalite. So we need him to do his thing. And I think on priority list, I'm going to turn Abe... Yeah, he's already just completely maxed on that. So that's gonna be his highest priority. And there he is with his little red beamy zappy gun. Good job, Abe. 21,000 kilocalories. I think at this point we could probably get another duplicant. So why don't we do that? Oop, gotta clean up a mess here. Actually, I'm going to prioritize 9 it, because that just brings down everybody's morale. Alright, so this is maxed out actually. We can't make this any bigger. You can only put 4 per barracks. Otherwise you exceed the 90, was it the 96 block? Or the 64 block maximum size. So we could put another pneumatic door here and put another barracks over there, or we can just stack it on top. So I'm going to stack it on top. Let's see, cot. Boom, boom, boom. We can't put them there. That's weird. Usually you can put furniture in even if it's floating. Oh, it's above the Bursal Blossom. That's why. That would be why. Alright, let's do our tile. We'll do the granite again because we want to make sure that we have really nice areas for these folks. Alright, it's looking pretty good. Once Abe does get all of the Abyssalite dug out, I am going to move him back down. Just so that his stress doesn't skyrocket, because we definitely do not have the food available. Need pond area for polluted water. You don't really. I'll show you in a little bit what we're gonna use this for. There's a very specific method that you can use for this. We don't really need a pond. This is plenty for our purposes. I used to make ponds for polluted water, and I kind of got away from it because it was really inefficient. They were large, and you don't really need them. So all you have to do then is you have to eventually put a pump into it, and that pump is going to require more energy, and it's just energy that's being wasted because all of your polluted water is already in pipes. So there's no reason to take it from a pipe, put it into a pond, and then pull it out of the pond and put it back into pipes. So it's a lot easier if you just manage your water supply and get it all taken care of right away. Alright, how we doing here? Not progressing as fast as I would hope, but it is what it is. I'm actually going to ramp that up a little bit because it looks like power is continuing to be a little bit of an issue. We are out of power on here, so this did go down, but it is a priority 9. So somebody will come. Yeah, there we go. So now we're producing oxygen again. We don't have to produce oxygen 24/7. We're still at 1300 and 1600 oxygen, but it's just kind of nice if that runs constantly. Oh, the bottles of polluted water. Yeah. We will actually have to make a little bit of a pond for that. I'm actually just going to put it right up here. Dupes will make a mess on the floor. Yeah, every once in a while you do need a bottle emptier at some point. But actually I'm going to cancel that because that's where our carbon skimmers are going to go. Like I said, I'm making this big enough for 4 generators, but we're probably only going to have 1 or 2 generators in here. So we could just put our bottle emptier there and use this as our polluted water pond. All right, we're looking good, looking good. What else do we have to do? So yeah, power generation is really the only thing that's going to be slowing us down at the moment. Let's see, it needs some water. He's got some water coming in. And then we just need 4 more of that, and then we are done with fossil fuels. So then we can do our natural gas generator. And we can start working on the carbon skimmer and the water filter. Boom. Look at that guy. He's a real looker. I kind of want to pet him. He looks fluffy. But he's probably not. He's probably mean. Alright. So we got the research for fossil fuels done. The other 2 that we need are the water filter, or the water sieve. And where's the carbon skimmer? Carbon skimmer. Oh, we already have the carbon skimmer because that's an air system, which we needed for electrolyzer. So the only thing we need left is distillation, and we're good to go. So let's do our carbon skimmer in here. We have room for 2 of these. And our water filter is going to go on this side. 2 of these works pretty good for a setup of 4. You really only need 1 of them if you're going to have a smaller system. So I'm just going to put 1 in for now. And ventilation, I think... how does this work? I think the upper right corner is the exhaust. I'm not going to put it in yet. Actually, we already have it, don't we? Yeah, natural gas generator. Perfect. So ventilation, gas pipe. Yes, so the exhaust is here. I'm going to go over. And then this is going to go like so. And then we'll just bring this down. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll just bring this down and pop it right in there. We'll do a gas vent, and boom. So we have our natural gas coming from our gas pump into our machinery. It has an exhaust port here for carbon dioxide. That's going to go, and it's just going to empty directly into the room. And then our carbon skimmer is going to take that carbon and turn clean water into polluted water. Need to deconstruct that. And put a door there. And then our water sieve is going to be here to turn that polluted water into clean water. Will the research go faster if he can move his own water? Possibly. I don't necessarily think it matters because I think this has to completely run out of water before they'll redeliver more water, so they won't just continually top it off. So he has to stop what he's doing anyway. It's probably... Yeah, but then the problem is, if I give him supply ability, he'll come up here and he'll start delivering metals and things like that, so... It's kind of a horse apiece. They can all they can do all of the jobs except for the X's. Oh wait, no, I do have them on X's. Let's put them on minimal. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Good call. So he'll do research unless like absolutely necessary to do something else. All right, we could probably start getting our power fed in here as well. That's the other thing that you have to kind of worry about too. If you have one generator, you can get away with just using the regular wire. If you have two generators, you have to use the heavy wire or the conductive wire. So we'll just do a really basic, simple system for now. And then we can always upgrade this into heavy gauge wire if we put in a second generator. All right. We're looking pretty good here. Let's go ahead and grab our duplicant. So we'll print this guy. It's unconstructive, and he can't cook and he can't build, but he has good strength, athletics. He likes to dig. He's a vomiter, which is good. Germ resistant, which is also good. So he's pretty good. He can't build or cook, but there's plenty to do besides building and cooking. All right, good deal. I think we made some pretty good progress today. So we've got our oxygen production in place. We've got our closed system over here, which is fantastic. We've got this system almost ready. We just need the water sieve. I need to put a door in here. And then, yeah, I'll show you how to turn this into a closed system as well next episode. It's actually a design that I really like, that I kind of tinkered with. I don't really like going out and looking for designs. I like to try and figure everything out on my own. You are stuck. You are a moron. Alright, so cancel that. We'll dig that. And then we'll dig that. There we go. What an idiot. These dupes are just the dumbest things ever in existence. But yeah, so let's do that next episode. We'll wait for the water sieve, and we'll get this in here. We'll get a closed system in place. So the only thing that's ever delivered into this area is sand, and that is it. The only thing that it uses is sand to produce power. It's a really nice, great system that I really enjoy. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or head over to Discord, which is listed in the comment section. And I will be there for you know, an hour or two before and after every live stream, and we can chat, and you can ask questions, you can make recommendations, and everything you want to do. So that is going to do it for today. Take care, and see you next time.